Hey, what's up? I'm Mark. Today I want to go over something that you'll hear mentioned from time to time, and that's tapping your rear brake in the air to bring the front end down. Now, what does this actually do, tapping the rear brake in the air? It slightly brings the front end down, and people will say if your front end's up way too high, tap the rear brake, it'll bring the front down, which is kind of true, but it's very minor. I mean, there's times when I have the front end way too high and my go-to is not tap the rear brake. It's more to adjust my body position, try to lean more forward than relying on tapping the rear brake. So now I'm gonna do some jumps and we'll see what it actually does. All right, on this jump, I do the rear brake tap and I can feel it slightly bring the front end down. It's not super noticeable, but I can tell that it is slightly bringing the front end down. Now on this jump, I purposely have the front end up a little bit higher than usual just to see how much effect this has. I do the rear brake tap and I really honestly can't feel it do much at all. It's not really bringing the front end down, so I really am not noticing much on that jump. Okay, now on this jump, I have the front end up high again, but I'm not doing the rear brake tap. Instead, I'm using my upper body to shift my weight forward, and then I'm pushing forward and down on the handlebars. And this actually works out a lot better. I'm landing almost with both my wheels at the same time, and just changing my body position works way better than tapping the rear brake. Alright, so now I'm hitting a bigger jump. And honestly, I can feel it a little bit more on bigger jumps than on small ones. So performing the rear brake tap, you'll feel it a little bit more on a big jump, but on smaller jumps, it's very minor and not as noticeable as on bigger ones. Now, I've been jumping a long time. I first started learning to jump in 1998, 99, and I've messed around with it, experimented with it, but honestly, I hardly ever use it. I've got comments on some TikToks or YouTube shorts where my front end's up high and people say, bro, just tap the back brake and you'll land just perfectly. But is it really that simple of a fix? I mean, if it was, you would hear this talked about all the time. And I was searching on YouTube and online for it, and I can't find a single YouTube video on it. I mean, there's lots of moto videos on it. That's actually where this came from, is moto. But you really don't hear mountain bikers talk about it that much. So in my opinion, if it was such a quick, great fix, why aren't more people talking about it or making videos on it? All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about tapping your brake midair, and subscribe for more MTB how-to videos. Peace.